What's up, Lorehounds? iTZKooPA here. I'm here with David Brevik, the creative director for Marvel Heroes. So you guys have done a lot recently. Obviously, it's still the same game. We still got the action RPG MMO mix.
Yeah, it is. It is an action RPG. It is an MMO. It is the Marvel Heroes. All of that has stayed the same, but we've added a lot in the last, since we last talked in November.
So the last time we saw the game was actually back in Comic-Con in New York, and you guys have done a lot. It's been in closed beta. You've had people come in, kind of tinker with it. One of the biggest things I noticed initially was the user interface is rehauled. It's a cleaner HUD. You got bigger areas for your health and your spirit, which are obviously two big parts of the game. And also the bottom of it is all your spells, which it looks like there might be one or two more, or is that kind of like an optical illusion?
Oh no, there's way more than one or two more. We've enhanced the number of powers. Each hero right now has at least 20 powers, which is about over twice as many as we originally designed. But as we played the game and through the summer, we decided to really enhance that and decided, hey, we're going to really kind of push this and push the customization of each character, allow for different builds and things like that. And so we've over doubled them, and we continue to add new powers to them as we go.
So you mentioned there's twice as many as there were before. Can we easily drop in, drop out what we want for the 5 keys, or is it you kind of got to go back somewhere and like respec kind of thing?
Well, both. There are more powers available than there are slots, but so you can customize your lineup at any given time. But also, there are more powers than you can put points into. So it's very similar to the way that we did Diablo II, where you have every time you level up, you get a certain amount of points, and then you get to put them in the powers and kind of make your build. And you want to focus on a few of them and then kind of make your play style out of that particular hero. Then each hero plays differently, with that particular hero. So if you're Wolverine, my ideal Wolverine is he zips around the screen a bunch and he like slashes and stuff like that. Or maybe your ideal Wolverine is lots of bleeds or something. And so one tab of his tree is focused on one thing, another tab is focused on another thing. And so you want to pick and choose kind of your ideal one, and there'll be lots of different builds you can create with it. And respec is part of the game.
I love how it was when we did Diablo II. I mean, I know you worked on it, but Gazillion is a different company.
It was a different company, but a lot of the team that we're working with, they helped make Diablo II as well. So I say we because it was me.
So one of the other things we saw is, as you're going through now, there's orbs that drop on the screen. They're red, purple, blue, and I think a yellow one. And that's actually a new addition. That's just health drops and mana, and then the purple is both.
Right.
And then there's experience. So is the experience drop on top of the experience you get for generally killing the mobs and quests?
Yeah, absolutely. This is like bonus experience that's come out. It's a lot of fun, especially you kill a boss. It's all this, it's a rainbow of yellow orbs come flying out. And we've experimented with orbs in the past, but one of the things that makes these orbs, the one piece of design that I felt was missing that we've added is that the orbs shrink over time. So there's this kind of gameplay associated with the sooner I get out there and grab that stuff, the more it's worth. And that really kind of kicked it up to this level of the orbs aren't just popping out, and when I'm timing, it adds to the franticness of the entire thing. And it's like, I got to get out there and get that right now. But there's this guy that's stunning me, and then you have these choices, which are really interesting.
So we know the loot is actually to you. Are there orbs to you too, or is the orbs everybody? So it's like first come, first serve on the orbs.
Right now, it's first come, first serve on the orbs. The orbs are not instanced to you, except for the experience orbs. The experience orbs are, but all of the health and mana and things like that are not. So it is a little bit of a chase between you and your friends, and see who gets that first. There's a little competitiveness.
Was this part of a game design decision not to have to worry about a healer class being in the game?
Well, healer class with this IP doesn't really make as much sense, right? In traditional MMO of the tanking, healing, DPS, holy trinity there, just kind of out the window. And in those games, you end up, those classes are, tanking and healing are like the least played. People want to do damage, they want to, they want to be they want to make it rain. Yeah, exactly. So So everybody responsible for their own health is something I believe in as a game style, more so than I'm the guy that heals everybody. And it doesn't, when you read the comics, there isn't one of the heroes standing back there like throwing heals on everybody. So it didn't really even make any sense with the IP, and it fits with the action RPG genre and everything like that. So there's lots of reasons why we didn't do that. And here's a creative way and a new way to kind of heal and add that to the flavor of the game.
So one of the things we actually saw for the first time here at the convention is the motion comic. Is that going to be an introduction to like each area? So that we were in the scavenge lands, I believe, and we got the whole setup and stuff like that, and it was just comic kind of moving around, voiceover very well and stuff like that. Are we going to get that for each area?
More than just every area. There's actually quite a few motion comics in the game. There's about an hour's worth of motion comics in the game. The motion comics were written by Brian Michael Bendis, who's a very famous comic book writer, and voiced by people that do the movies and animation and things like that. All the characters that people who are fans of Marvel will recognize, and as well drawn by actual Marvel artists that have drawn a bunch of comic books. And we used a variety of different artists to do so that the comics themselves are in different styles and stuff, which is really fun. So. It will be introduction as well as updates on quests as you go through the game.
The attributes you can get off crafting that make it so advantageous to just using the loot you find.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things you can do, but mainly the most exciting part, in my opinion, is the costume crafting. You buy the costume skin that you like, or you can find it in the game, and then you can add attributes to that, and you find the different components and kind of customize your particular costume and keep adding to it and adding to it. There's basically you can think of it as a certain amount of slots on the costume, and then you can keep adding to it and customizing it. So it's kind of the one piece of loot in the game that you can kind of craft yourself.
And there's also some progression in the crafting system itself, isn't there? Can't you help your crafting guys level up in a way?
Yeah, that's the way that you unlock recipes. One of the things that we added to the game was this ability to level up vendors, including the crafting vendor. Instead of selling an item, you can donate the item for research. And so when you level up a vendor, he'll sell you better and better stuff. When you level up the crafter, he'll unlock more and more recipes.
So bribes are completely legal in Marvel Heroes.
Yeah, and in fact encouraged.
All right, so action RPG, hack and slash, Marvel Heroes. We've had spring 2013 label on this for a while. We're getting 22 heroes at launch, but when is launch?
Right now, we are, in fact, right now announcing that our launch date will be May 28th for the people that participate in the Founders Program, and then June 4th for everybody else.
Right, so a little early access, late May, and then June 4th for the whole shebang. Forgot to mention it's free to play, so you don't got to pay to get in, but the Founders Pack does give you that advantage, and all the heroes, right?
Yeah. You can buy anything from an individual hero, and then groups of heroes, and then all the heroes. There are several different packages. But then, this is an opportunity to go out and get the hero that you want and start with the hero that you want. The game is free to play. It is completely free to play. You can collect all of the heroes and all the costumes, or almost all. There's a couple that are exclusive to Founders, but other than that, all the other heroes in the game you can collect, and all the costumes you can in the game as well. So it is a really, truly free-to-play experience.
All right, thanks so much, David. Can't wait to lose a whole lot of time in one of your games again.
Thank you.